Okay, so I've decided I'm finally gonna try for real to beat these offer times of the last 5 maps because they are just so difficult and not fun, but I kinda do have to do it. I need to start it sometime. Might as well be now. And this is gonna take a while for sure. I'm gonna start with map 21 and see how it goes. And I mean, the reason I haven't got these overtimes is obviously because these maps are not built for normal players, because they are competitive maps for some reason. I mean, I understand why, because of the EWC and they wanna build hype for it, and I guess it's kind of a fun idea to have competitive maps in the official campaigns. But at the same time, it is extremely obnoxious that 1/5 of the fucking maps of the campaign are just like ridiculously hard now. Unfeasible for a large portion of the Trackmania community to actually get offer time on unless you spend hours and hours on these maps. And I don't know, I just think that's ridiculous, especially in comparison to the beginning of the campaign where the offer times are legitimately, you can drive them blindfolded. And then you get to this, and suddenly you're playing a fucking competitive map, and you need to get a clean run on it to try and get an offer time. I mean, it's absurd. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about this fucking map, Argentina. I feel like the name of the map already says it all about this shit. This map has some very, very strange ice turns later, which is like the identity of the map, I guess. So any decent run that gets far into the level has to somehow make it past some extremely difficult ice, but I guess we'll talk about it more when we get there. For now, this beginning is already super awkward, because I have to jump into this ice, into this bobsleigh to get a nice line. It's not too bad, just a bit weird. This part, however, oh my god, I hate this shit so much. You need to jump into this drift and try and have as much speed as possible to actually make it onto this red boost. And the reason that shit is so hard is because you have fucking fragile. If you ever hit a wall or something during that part, you're just done. So doing that without respawning is just absurdly annoying. All of this isn't too bad. I need to first of all remember how this map went exactly. Yeah, and this is the I mean, I have an awful checkpoint now, so it's not really a good example. But this turnaround is probably the hardest part of the level. You need to somehow perfectly turn around there without hitting the reset block at the end. Because if you hit that reset block, it's fucking over, you die. And then after turning around, you have to somehow turn around the way that you can go down there to the right without completely crashing out. It's just very difficult, which makes sense since it's a competitive map and you wanna challenge, you know, the pro players. But I'm not a fucking pro player, man. Why do I have to play this level? I need to get a decent practice run through here so I can really remember how to do this. But yep, I'm cooked. I hit the wall. It's over. Not making this. Oh, just barely, but it's, I mean, horrible. There we go. I guess that's how you're meant to do it, but that's never gonna get consistent for me. I swear to God, there's no way. Okay, now going up here, I think, and dropping into this ice for an ice slide. Yep. This is all not too bad. I think I can do that for sure. Now the ending is also fucking oh my god, I'm already cooked. Yeah, this ending is also obnoxious as hell because you need to... Well, first of all, I don't have the speed because I crashed. But if I did have the speed, I would need to go up here and then jump to the left into the downhill that comes afterward, which is extremely precise, and since you're on ice, it's not really easy to do. Uh-oh, yeah, I mean, the nose steer right in front of the checkpoint is also just really fun addition. It's a really fun addition to make sure you can never actually use that respawn. Unless you already went through it perfectly, and doing all of this in one run without crashing is gonna be fucking impossible, dude. Oh my god. I mean, that crash is actually too bad. Into that pillar there. Feel like you don't lose that much speed. If you even have slightly like the wrong speed or the wrong approach for all that shit in the ending, you're just done. Like you just can't finish the fucking map anymore, or at least not in a fucking reasonable time frame. What is going on? Why am I fucking lifting off? Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's so annoying that you have to finish the level in this very specific way, and if you don't, you're just not getting to the finish line, man. I don't understand how you're supposed to jump through that without crashing, by the way. The angle is so weak. Sure thing, man. What a landing. Holy shit. That literally could not have gone worse. I mean, I guess I could have turtled, but... man. Oh my god, how did I survive that? Actually, what the fuck? Why am I so slow? Why am I so slow? What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, and then after you have to do that tight gap at the ending, which is... I mean, it's not too bad. I swear to god, as someone who... like, I'm one of the, like, 10 people in this entire game who actually enjoy playing bobsleigh, and seeing the bobsleigh blocks being abused like this in this horrible fucking gameplay is making my blood boil. This is the bobsleigh map we got for this season. This. And I lost all my speed, but whatever. Now, Copium Timer says that's a 122, which is 4 seconds too slow for offer time. And I lost all my fucking speed. Oh my god. Well, that would have been a 120.8. So, 2 more seconds. 2 more seconds of that. Okay, that was a horrible start, but oh my god, look at how much difference it makes to not crash in the ending. That would have been a 119.4, so 0.5 behind offer time. So basically, I just need to have a really clean run. I couldn't turn around in time. And that's yeah, there's no point in continuing this. If you hit that reset block, there's no chance. I'm so angry that this is the one fucking quote-unquote bobsleigh map that we have in this entire campaign. It has one actual bobsleigh turn right at the very beginning. And then everything afterwards is just the most horrid use of the bobsleigh blocks I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. I'm cooked. Yep. Yeah, that's it. Oh my god, how did I not hit the side there? That was wild. Oh, I crashed, but I think it's not too bad. Never mind, it's pretty bad. Oh my god. I was in 3rd gear. Didn't even notice, that's horrible. Oh, well, it's still an UPB 119.5. That's 0.6 to go. Just the fact that it has to be such a clean run on such a fucking difficult map. And I'm not even bad at this game, I would say. I have like 500 hours or something at this point. And I've gotten a top 10 time on a main track once. So I feel like I've at least got some credentials to say that I'm decent at Trackmania. So I don't know how they expect this to be fun for like the majority of the community. Like, I understand obviously that offer times are supposed to be kinda difficult and like a goal you should be kinda working towards. But at the same time, I've been so discouraged to even try and go for these offer times because the maps themselves are just so hard to play and the offer times seem so incredibly out of reach. This is probably the easiest map actually out of all of the 5 competitive maps to get offer time on. And it's still so difficult, man. There really is a difference between a difficult offer time to like work towards versus just one that's pretty much unfeasible if you're not already good at the game. Like last season I didn't get the offer times for most of the competitive maps at the end. I would practice level for like maybe 2 to 3 hours and my best copium timer is like not even within half a second of the offer time. And then I'm like what's the point? How am I ever going to beat this offer time? Ever. So then I just stop playing that entirely. And when it feels impossible to get all the offer, like all the other offer times are so easy. Seriously. Even maps 60 to 20, the red series. Even there the offer times are so much easier, so much. The contrast is insane. Like, how is that fun? How is that supposed to be fun if you can beat the top... The first 20 maps are so fucking easy to get offer times on, and then the last ones are literally just unfeasible to get unless you pour literally dozens of hours into the maps. In principle, I kinda do agree that it's a fun idea to have some competitive maps in the basic campaign, you know, to bring the casual and competitive Trackmania community a bit closer together. But this is not the way, man. You should, I mean, especially because it takes away from the last 5 maps of the campaign, where normally the black tracks would sit, which would be very difficult, yes, but not as difficult as the fucking competitive tracks which exist there now. So and especially because these competitive tracks are so unfun to play for anyone who isn't already good at the game. Like, I watch a lot of competitive Trackmania players, and they don't have nice things to say about the competitive maps for the EWC. So that's probably part of the problem as well. But what I'm saying is essentially it feels like we're having 5 campaign maps stolen from us in favor of these shitty ass EWC maps. As well as, I'm pretty sure there is, again, I haven't played this campaign that much. I'm pretty sure there's no alt cars in this campaign as well, which is crazy. Like, right? That's crazy. We should at least have like one map for each alt car. Like, it would be so simple. Like, seriously, 3 maps out of 25 would be alt cars. If you really hate alt cars that much for some fucking reason, which I will never understand, then just don't play those 3 maps, I guess. Mind you that 3 maps for alt cars is still less than 5 maps for fucking competitive maps, which I would argue is a lot less accessible than a fucking alt car map. And look, I love Virtual. I watch literally all of his videos, and I'm on his live streams if he is ever live, which happens extremely rarely. But if he live streams, I'm there because I think he's a very entertaining person. He makes great Trackmania content. But man, his opinion on the fucking alt cars tilts me so much because he riles up his entire fucking community to make this propaganda against fucking alt cars. And now we don't have alt cars in campaign at all anymore. Thank you, Virtual, thank you. Because he doesn't like playing them, because he just doesn't like playing something he isn't already good at. And now we just don't have it anymore. They were fun. They were fun to play. And yeah, our community maps exist. Have you seen The Trackmania search engine for fucking community maps, it doesn't exist, man. You can't just look up community maps for Trackmania. You have to use a third-party program, which most people just won't do. Most Trackmania players just play like the main campaign and then the weekly shorts, and then maybe some Cup of the Days, and that's it. Because it is so fucking incredibly hard to try and search up a level you wanna play, or like a type of level you wanna play, or any level at all that's community made. And it is insane to expect your players to download a third-party program just to find your fucking community levels. So yeah, I think it's not good that we have no more alt cars in the campaign, because now it's just annoying, because I really don't wanna have to look up community maps to play if I wanna play alt car. And even if like playing a main campaign map is obviously and trying to get a good record on it is obviously much more fun than a random community map, because it feels like you're actually competing with like the majority of the player base and not just like the 100 people that also happen to found this map you're playing right now. It makes it much more fun to compare yourself and to try and get better at it. But yeah, what I was saying earlier is that I think it's really fucking frustrating how much Virtual tries to rile up his community to get alt cars removed from the game again, basically. He doesn't say it so directly most of the times. He clearly just doesn't want them in the game. It's really not that big of a deal to have these other cars which can be fun to play in the campaign as well. And because Virtual is obviously the biggest content creator in Trackmania, most of the people get their opinions on this game from him. And then they blindly follow it, even though they probably don't even play the game themselves, or if they do, they just play the same shit he does and have the same opinions he does because he got them into the game. And again, I wanna say I love watching Virtual. I watch literally all of his videos. I think he's super entertaining. He makes great videos and great streams as well. But my god, it's insane how he uses brigading with his community for this specific thing. He's like a totally normal, nice streamer in pretty much every other aspect, but for this specific thing, getting alt cars out of this game, he is fucking brigading with his millions of 12-year-old fans, man. And that makes me mad, because you can't tell me, oh, he isn't brigading, he's just stating his opinions. If he does it every single time when anything alt car related comes up, and then makes these very strong opinions about how he thinks they shouldn't be in the campaign, and then asks his chat, hey, what do you think? And obviously his chat agrees, because they who can't think on their own and only parrot the opinion of one guy who has played the same Trackmania car for 15 years and doesn't wanna try and learn anything new, or just accept that he's not gonna be good at something. Like, I'm not even saying he has to try and be good at the alt cars at all. You can just be bad at something and still enjoy it, man. Take it from me, I'm not good at most things, but clearly I'm not great at this game. But I still enjoy playing it. I enjoy playing it because it's fun, even though I'm not as good. But as soon as something new is added to the game, and then Virtual is like, oh no, this is new, I don't like this because I'm not immediately good at it. Or because I can't be good at it. Like, just accept it, man. You don't need to be great at the alt cars as well. Like, either actually try to get good at them, or just accept that you're never gonna be really good at them, and just do something else. And leave the fucking community, and leave us alone, who would like to play alt car maps because they find them fun. If you don't find them fun, that's fine. But don't fucking advocate for them being removed from the game. I mean, the more I fucking talk about it, the more insane it becomes in my mind. Just because you don't like something, you personally don't like something, and you rile up your community to also don't like it, it doesn't mean it should be removed from the game. There are plenty of people who like playing alt cars just because it's a fun, like, different thing from just the normal fucking stadium car, which we have hundreds of thousands of maps of already. But no, we can't have that. We can't have the main Trackmania campaign having something I don't like in it. Let's just remove it all. Let's only have tech, grass, dirt. Hell yeah, oh, and full speed. Tech, grass, dirt, and like 2 full speed maps to go real crazy. That's my ideal campaign, Trackmania campaign. Some people's ideal Trackmania campaign is just like, alright, map 1 to 5 are just, well, the first one is a really basic introduction for the people who've never played it. Then you have like tech, then you have a dirt, then you have a grass map, and then oh, maybe a plastic map, really crazy. And then you repeat that 5 times for the 20 other maps of the campaign, and then you're done. You know, no alt cars, no ice, no bobsleigh. God forbid we have bobsleigh in a normal fucking map, except for whatever this bullshit is. This rant isn't about virtual anymore, it's just in general the Trackmania community pisses me off. Is it really that crazy to us that every big style is represented once in a campaign? Like, at least we have an ice map in this campaign, but we don't have bobsleigh. I don't count this, by the way. I swear to God, if you say this is a bobsleigh map, I'm gonna twist your head off. Is it really that much to ask to have like every style represented in the main campaign, which is supposed, the campaign, by the way, which is supposed to show off the game to new or returning players, and you're just missing like a quarter, like half of what the game has to offer. Yeah, that's so annoying, man. All because this landing was just so bad, but I need to somehow land straight. But I was just too fast. I mean, it must be so sad for new Trackmania players nowadays who make it their goal to get the offer times on their first Trackmania season. I remember my very first Trackmania season when I joined the game. Mind you, I've never played a Trackmania game really in my life. Well, when I was really young, I played Trackmania on the DS for a bit, but I don't really think you can count those kills from when I was like 12 as transferable. Anyway, point is, on my very first Trackmania 2020 season, where I joined the game, I made it my goal after some time to get all the offer times. And it was hard. I don't remember what season it was. I think it must have been like winter 2022 or something like that. I made it my goal to beat all the offer times, and the black tracks were super hard. I managed to do it after spending a couple hours on each of the black maps, and it felt so good because, I mean, for someone who just started playing the game, you know, I felt like if I really put my mind to it, I could do it, and I was able to. And I just don't feel like these new campaigns are giving new players the same opportunity. Like, if someone who's never played a Trackmania game before picks it up right now and tries to beat all these fucking alpha times on the competitive maps, like, I don't think they'd be able to do it, or at least within a reasonable time. If I had joined last season or this season, I wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, I'm barely able to do it now, with like 500 hours of experience under my belt. And that's just so sad, man. It's so sad that it's like, not that it's extremely hard, but that it's unattainable for new players. Like, getting those black track offer times was really difficult. I had to spend multiple hours on the maps, but nowadays I think a new player would just not be able to do it without completely throwing away their life to play these maps. Ah, of course they put a checkpoint in there as well, because why not? Why make it so that you can actually retry that section? Because then you could practice it. Oh my god, that would be, I mean, outrageous. Can't let you do that. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Finally, this is over. What a shit map, man. What a shitty map. This is probably still this is probably still by far the easiest of the 5 alpha types. I really don't know if I actually wanna finish this. Anyway, yeah, that's definitely it for this time. I don't really know if I wanna continue beating the rest of the 4 maps, but for now that's it. Bye!